Welcome to BesTeas, where the tea is hot and the laughs are even hotter.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Sean.
We're your favorite duo.
Ready to spill with you, dish with you, and serve up all the laughs.
Let's get into it.
All right. Hey, besties. Remember when your biggest concern was making it to bottomless brunch on time? And now suddenly you're out here debating fiber intake and 401k contributions? That's right, folks. Same for us, okay? Today, we're diving into the quarter life crisis versus the midlife crisis because let's be real, aging is weird, y'all.
1 minute you're pulling all-nighters for fun, and the next you're icing your knee because you walked up the stairs weird. We'll be breaking down the absurd shift from living for the moment to living for a stable bedtime, the things we used to care way too much about in our 20s, and the unexpected priorities we have now. So grab your anti-aging serum and your compression socks because we're about to embrace the chaos of growing up.
Ain't that the truth?
What do you got for us with the complaints department?
Yo, I got a few complaints this week, all right? First complaint is trying to go to CVS, and now they're trying to be all trendy and all great with their drive-through lines. I have never been a part of a drive-through line that takes literally, I'm not even kidding, like 30 minutes to get through 3 cars, okay? It was to the point the other day where I waited, not even kidding, 25 minutes, and then nothing happened. So I backed up out of the drive-through lane and went inside. And then I went inside. There were 3 people working, and it took an additional 20 minutes for me to even get a prescription. I'm like, I don't understand how freaking hard it is for people to be able to get up there, show your insurance card, show your license, show whatever you need to show. Just like have those things prepared ahead of time so you're not taking 25 fucking minutes to go in there and like take all of your shit out of your fucking wallet or your purse or whatever. And half the time I'm there, it looks like these fucking pharmacists and the assistants or whatever are just fucking sitting around. I'm like, hello, can we like tackle the fucking line that's behind us? Absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, and I feel like some of them, like the ones in the drive-thru, their doctor like just put in their prescription, like in Athol, my doctor is right there, and then I just go to the Athol CVS. And like I know it's gonna take a minute or two to fill. I'm not gonna go through the drive-thru. I'm gonna go in because they have other things they're working on. If you're waiting in the drive-thru and they're like, yeah, 1 moment, and they're like trying to put you ahead of everyone, and now it's like I feel like that's part of the chaos. But also I can relate to that because I hate to admit this. I literally woke up earlier today because I wanted to log on to training to have an early start and like get my stuff done because I was panicking because this is my last day before I go live with claims. So I wanted to like log on early to make sure my ducks were in a row. Tell me why I sat in line at Dunkin's for an hour. An hour?
That's outrageous.
The whole time I'm like, okay, well, I plan to go on early, so I'll make it in time for work. But then the line starts moving. You're like, okay. And then I'm like, some people usually bail out. Like, but I'm like, what is happening? And then I'm like vibing with my podcast, and I'm looking at the time. I'm like, holy shit! Like, I'm like doing Wordle, doing connections, and I'm like, this is absurd. The drive-thrus are supposed to be quick. I thought.
Yep.
I understand your pain.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, if we have it, let's just make it more efficient or a better use of our time instead of making everybody sit there for God knows how long.
Right. No, I agree.
What complaint do you have, Brett?
That Dunkin's one wasn't even on my hit list, but you sure brought that on my radar.
I just fucking manifested that with my own story. Look at that.
Literally. Okay, so I was making or meal prepping this weekend, and I got chicken thighs because Jeffrey likes chicken thighs better than chicken breast, but I usually go for the chicken breast because it's just like easier to clean. Like there's not usually like there's not like a bunch of like whatever, like fat and like veins and like whatever.
Disgustingness.
Tell me why I bought skinless, boneless chicken thighs. Literally ended up throwing half of it away because it was all fat. there were bones in there. I'm like, what are they doing? And then there's like weird veins. And I'm like, I'm paying for, how many of her pounds, but I'm not getting that many. Like, just annoying and disgusting.
Yeah, I hate moments like that, especially when it's like it's falsely advertised, right? It's like I bought this specific product and now I'm opening it and there's fucking bones in it or there's
I should
all
know.
this random fucking shit that I didn't sign up for. Like I ain't trying to skin this myself. I'm trying to buy
Right.
it when it's already all done.
Right. Like, I was like, maybe that's just like Walmart for you. Like, maybe next time I'll try like Big Y or like Market Basket.
There you
But
go.
like, yikes.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. But you know what? Sounds like you made it work though. You got that chicken. You freaking put meat on the table, bitch. That's what we gotta do for our men. We gotta provide.
Yeah, that's
Something
right.
else that I want to complain about this week that I'm so over because this is the first time in my life that I have like severely been impacted by this. Allergies, okay? And I think it's because we haven't been down here for the spring season. When we moved here, it was like in the dead of the summer, so I think the pollen and everything had already surpassed. But I cannot tell you the amount of struggle that I am dealing with the pollen this season. Like it has been absolutely outrageous. I thought for a second like I was maybe getting a cold, but all of the signs and symptoms and everything is allergies. And today it's raining here and I feel way better than I have the last few days. So I know it's pollen and allergies. And we went to Chicago last weekend. I'll get into that when we, tell our midlife, quarter life crisis stories. But we were in Chicago this last weekend and I know it's allergies because they were acting up before we left. And then like the second day we were in Chicago, I didn't really have really bad allergies because the pollen and stuff like just hadn't really arrived there yet. The second we got back, like Monday through basically today, I have just been freaking miserable. It has been so freaking bad.
I was going to say, you do sound a little nasally.
Yeah, I do. I sound like a goddamn sick patient, bitch.
Dead. Well, make sure Kevin brings you soup in bed.
Yeah, with nothing else on, just soup.
Oh, perfect.
That'll really make me feel better.
Okay. All right. No allergy medicine needed.
Yeah, right? No, I mean, I've been taking Claritin every day, but it's still like, I feel like it's just like constantly making my nose run, which is fine because I'm sure it's just like kicking all the crap out or whatever. But like, it's worse than being sick because you feel like you're sick, but you're not sick. And like today I feel fine. I'm still a little nasally, but I feel a lot better than yesterday. And I already know tomorrow when there's no rain, I'm going to be fucking stuffed up again. And it's like, how much longer is this going to happen? And then you ride down the road and you see like all these cars. Oh, that's the grossest thing when you like see the cars and the wave of pollen is just coming off of the cars and you're like, oh, like, why am I fucking sitting through this? But I'm just like counting down the freaking days. I hope in the next couple weeks the pollen like dies down or my body gets used to it or something because I'm about ready to do anything to fucking get these allergies to go away. I will friggin' drink the honey that has the fucking area pollen in it. I will do whatever I need to do to get my body fucking used to this shit because it is miserable.
Okay. I did get local honey once. Okay. A couple things just to preface. I have done the local honey thing. Doesn't work. Also, what Claritin are you using?
It's a little blue bottle.
Okay, no. Go back to CVS. So sorry. Go back to CVS.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, they're going to have you present your license because you can make meth with this.
Perfect.
But I'm telling you, someone told me about it. I got it. Takes care of it. They have 12-hour and 24-hour, and it dries you out. It doesn't have
No shit.
It's Claritin D, and they have it on the shelf. You have to get the one behind the counter. You can even get the CVS brand, so it's cheaper. It works just as well. But you say
Okay.
you want the Claritin D and you want it behind the counter.
Okay, so I have to go up to the counter and say, "Can I have Claritin D?"
Yep, you'll probably see it because it's like same with Walmart. You can go to Walmart, but they make you present your ID because you can make meth with it.
Okay.
Disclaimer,
I'm
we do
on
not
it,
make
bitch.
meth.
And you know what? We're out, so I'm about to go on my way out the door tonight. I'm gonna go get some Claritin D.
Yeah, you need that D. It is
I
like
need
heaven.
that fucking D, bitch, real bad.
No, but I think when I went to your house, I actually brought some because I knew you had cats. Same thing with cats. Same thing with outside. It knocks it all right out and it dries me up. Because normally I'm
All right.
running around with a 5-year-old with my nose that's raw.
Yo, same. That's literally me. I'm like, every 5 minutes I'm blowing my nose. I'm like, what the hell?
You'll have to update me because I'm telling you, it works like a charm.
All right, I'm on it. Claritin D. I'm getting it today.
I
No fucking around.
suggest I suggest taking it at night when you're sleeping because sometimes I do get like a little bit loopy, like or like whatever, but you can still function throughout the day. It's fine. You can like drive with it, whatever.
Okay,
But yeah.
perfect. So I'll do the 24-hour one so I can take it when I go to bed every night and it lasts the whole next day.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That'll take care of your problems.
That'll do, bitch. Look at you, Dr. Farage. Getting fucking jiggy
PhD.
with it, bitch. Making these suggestions.
Yeah, you know. So my last complaint is just, and I've probably touched on this a little bit. I fucking hate new things. I'm over learning new things. I want to be so comfortable and know what the fuck I'm doing, where to go, who to reach out to, what to say, how to
Are you
act.
talking about in your job?
Sure am.
Yeah.
Like I was getting really discouraged and then we shadowed people and I was like, oh my God, like I was so enthralled the whole time I was watching their screen. I was just like, this is amazing. They're happy. They're laughing. I'm like, oh my God, what is this life? Like, I can't wait. Cannot wait till I'm at that point.
I know.
I'm just over new things and I hate not knowing and I hate not being perfect.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I hate those times too where you're like trying to meet people or you're trying to like get the right information, and because you're new, people don't always give you the information you need, or they'll send you to another person who sends you to another person who sends you to another person. Like all of those aspects are really annoying and frustrating, so I definitely feel your pain there. I'm sure I'm going to be going through it again in a little while here once I eventually find a new job, but I can totally relate. Like it's not even frustrating the process, it's frustrating that like you just don't know, like when you come from a place that you know a lot or everything and you're like, oh yeah, I just have to reach out to so and so, so and so and so and so. Like it's so frustrating to just be lost and feel like I don't know what the hell I'm doing or like where to go or who do I talk to for this. And then you hate asking sometimes because you feel like a burden on like that person because you're like, well, they're already training me and 7 other people, so like I'll wait. And then you like wait and wait and wait and you either don't ask or you like wait till it's fucking too late or too long, and then they're like, oh, why didn't you ask me earlier? And you're like, oh my God, like try not to bother you. It's a vicious cycle.
It is, but I'm hopeful that one day I'll be good. But they said, I'm like, how long till you like feel comfortable? Everyone's saying 6 months. In my last job, they said, 2 to 4 weeks, but 6 months? Someone's like, oh, that's not that long. Half a fucking year, bitch. Fucking year.
It's probably because there's going to be crazy questions you're going to get every now and then. You're going to be like, I don't fucking know the answer to that.
There's just so many steps, and then each step has 10 steps in it and 12 different systems. And I'm like, ah, like
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be an expert once I'm an expert, but until then, folks, until then,
just practice learning that jingle and know that shit by heart. That's all we can do.
Yeah. Let's not say it, though.
Oh, we won't. Don't worry. I know you won't. Keep that part of your life private.
All right, so it's OnlyFans. Whatever. There's just a lot of systems.
Right. There is a lot of systems in OnlyFans. What can we do? My
A lot of
God.
buttons. A lot of buttons to press. A lot of
Ugh,
buttons.
so frustrating. But you know what? You'll get through it. Like you said, training is done today. You're going to be getting right into the thick of it, thrown into it on Monday. So we'll see how it goes. But now hopefully you'll feel a little bit better and you'll feel a little bit more prepared.
Yes. Any other complaints?
I do not have any other complaints. No, those were my two big ones that I had. Like, I'm just fucking allergies and lines, man. I'm fucking sick of it.
Vibe. It's a vibe.
Yeah, bitch. All right, so now we're diving into the quarter life crisis versus the midlife crisis. From shots to sleep schedules.
Shots.
What do we got going on? Yeah, shots. What do we got going on? What's changed in our lives? What are those moments where we just feel like, shit, I am not 21 anymore. Like, shit, goddamn. Brittany, kick us off. What you got for us? What's making you feel like, yo, I'm in my 30s?
Pretty much everything. In
Dead.
training, they're like, "Oh, we all thought you were the youngest." I'm like, "Nope, I'm actually the oldest." But I wish my knees and my back felt that way.
Which in those times, it's like, I have something to say about this because I always find that, like, is this supposed to be flattering or is it supposed to be like I sound too immature or like you think I'm too immature? Like, because I've had those moments too, actually, just recently. I've had that moment of like, I was asking some people at my work how old they were. And they were like, one of them said 38 and she looks absolutely flawless. Like, I was like, I wouldn't have guessed 38. I would have guessed like 32, something like that. And then she was like, "Why? How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 31." And she said, "Oh, I thought you were like 27. I definitely didn't think you were 30." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll take it while I can, like the younger look." But then when I thought about it, I'm like, wait, okay, so like, what does that mean for me? And then the 38-year-old was joking and she said, "Well, what does that mean for me? Like, I'm 38 and you think I'm like closer to your age. Does that mean I'm immature? Or like, I don't sound my age or I don't act my age?" And I was like, no, that's not it. Like, we just look young. But it is funny in those moments. I always just say like, "Oh, thank you." But then I think to myself, I'm like, all right, is this a compliment or is this a dig?
Literally. But I don't really talk, thankfully, so I think I can weed out that it's what I look like. And I've been told that my whole life. It also doesn't help that, like, Jeffrey's older and I'm younger.
True.
And,
But they haven't seen Jeff, so they don't know.
well, in this case, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the kids that's, like, the youngest, I think he's, like, 20, like, early 20s. He was like, "You look great for 34, girl." I was like, "And thank you, and that's a wrap."
You were like, "And preach. I know I look good."
And scene.
Exactly.
Yeah. What about you?
So I have like just a particular story to share about how, I'm definitely not in my 20s anymore. So we went to Chicago this past weekend. Chicago is one of my favorite cities, if not my absolute favorite city. And we had one of my really good friends move there last year. And we just like, whatever, made the point to make a visit, plan a visit, whatever. So we finally went. And they live right in Wrigleyville, which is a very hustle and bustle kind of area. It's very loud. There's always a lot of things going on. We didn't know this because the last time I stayed in Chicago, I stayed more toward downtown. So like I was in a hotel, like it was totally different. I wasn't at somebody's house. It was opening weekend, so for baseball. So it was absolutely chaotic. Like the streets were crazy. People were, walking around with drinks in their hands, whatever. Like that was all good. But the crowd that we were with is a much younger crowd. They're in their mid to upper 20s and they're just vibing. Like they're every single weekend, like Friday through Saturday, well, whatever, I guess Thursday night into Saturday night into early Sunday morning, I feel like it's that Lady Gaga quote of like, you know, another club, concert, another club. Like, they just go hard. Like, they are, and more power to them. Like, I love that they can do that. They're all about it. They're all about that life. So when we went, we got there on a Thursday. It ended up being later on, so we ended up kind of just like hanging in. We didn't really do much. Friday, we went out to this one bar that it's like a bar club esque thing, but we weren't out very late because we had a lot of other things going on, and Kevin was tired. I was tired. Surprisingly, the folks that we were with were kind of tired because we had walked around a lot that day. So they were like, all right, well, tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be our day. Like, it's going to be our night. We're going to do whatever. And I haven't seen him in almost a year. So I was really like itching to just be with him, spend time with him, see him, whatever, in as much capacity as I could. So we went out. We went to 3 different places.
Damn.
We started at 8 o'clock, which to me, I was like, oh my God, this is so late. And he was like, oh no, we're super early. Like, we're going to have no issues. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like, so many people, he was like, oh, we usually like go to the first place at 11. And I'm like, oh, okay, shit. So we go to this one place.
I've hit my REM sleep by 11
Yeah.
p.m.
For real. I'm like, I'm in bed by 9:30. Like, I'm not the type of person to like, you know, be out, do whatever. Plus we had to get up at 8 a.m. on Sunday for our flight home. So there was just a lot going on, but I was like, whatever. You know, when you're in that moment and you're like, go big or go home, like, wow, yeah, like I'm gonna have so much fun, and then you regret it the next day. Yeah, that was me. We went to this first place, got there at 8. We were there till probably 9:30. Went to this other place from 9:30 to probably 11:30, and then we walked Kevin home because Kevin was like, I am not like going out. Like, I'm good. I think it was midnight or 12:15 at that point. He's like, just drop me off. I'll sleep. Like, whatever you guys want to do. So I was, you know, feeling vivacious, I'll say. And I was like, oh, perfect. Like, I'm still willing to go. Like, I want to go out. So we went out to this other place. We were out until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
Walked back. And then, of course, like, him and I were still kind of like amped from just like dancing and like being in this club environment. So we like stayed up and chatted for probably, or we left at 2:30, got back to his place probably at 2:45, and then we were up talking until like 3:15. And then I was like, yo, I gotta go to bed. When I tell you, I woke up at 8 o'clock and felt like I was hit by a bus. Now, mind you, like, I'm not drinking, so like, it felt like I was hungover, but I was so dead tired that like I think I maybe had 1 drink or 2 drinks or something. But again, like, I was up all night dancing, whatever, but I it was just because I was so freaking tired. And you know, we took the Uber to the airport. It was like an hour Uber drive. I'm in and out on the freaking drive. I'm like freaking falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep, waking up. Like, I cannot hang like I used to, girl. It is, you know, a few episodes ago when we talked about all those crazy parties that we did with Mercedes. Yeah, those days are long gone. Like, I tried to be super cool, super hip, and like last and do what I could, but
You lasted.
oh my God, I lasted, but your girl was tired. Like, we got back here and the flight was shit. Okay, like, there was so much turbulence. It was the worst flight I've ever experienced in my life. So I'm already like amped up because of that. We got back here. I think we lasted until 7 o'clock and then passed the fuck out. And I did not wake up to go to the bathroom. I didn't do anything. I don't even remember dreaming. I was out from 7 p to 7 a, bitch. I did a 12-hour shift sleeping. I was fucking done. Down for the motherfucking count. I was over it.
I miss that. I miss those nights of just like the excitement of like going out. Like I remember for my 21st birthday, or maybe it was like my 20th birthday, because I think Alyssa had to buy us alcohol. And it was me, Aaron, and Mercedes, because obviously you couldn't get in, because I don't even know if you were 18, if we were 20. So
Right.
that's the only reason why you weren't there. But we were like jumping on the beds in the hotel. Like we almost couldn't get a hotel because I like wasn't 21, I think. Like I think Alyssa maybe had to book that too. And we were like jumping on the bed and taking shots, and then we like got dressed up, and like I was wearing zebra print for sure.
Hell yeah.
And we were just like shaking our ass like the whole night, like just shaking our ass. Like I so badly miss waking up and being so sore, which was probably what you wore from like dropping it low, picking it up slow.
Yeah.
Like such a good workout, but like such a fun time. You wake up and you're like, oh my God. And then you start to recap things and you're like, do you remember this? And do you remember, like, I miss those nights so much. Like, I do.
Did you see Abby in the corner macking it with that random guy from circulation? Oh my God.
I hooked up with him in 7th grade, but I didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, right? Literally. But that's the thing, right? It's like that quarter life crisis that we're talking about of like, I miss this. I want to go out so bad. Like, I want to just relive my younger days and like have fun and blah, blah, blah. And then you do it and you're like, fuck, like
You
there
hit
is a
a
reason.
wall.
Yeah, like I'm just like, there is a reason why I value my sleep, why I value a good skincare routine, why I love, putting my head on my specific pillow that I paid like $75 for because it doesn't put a crink in my neck. Like, there's so many things now that you think about that, even in college or like I said earlier in high school, like I feel like you used to be able to just go, like I remember the week of my 21st birthday, I turned 21 on a Monday. Where I went to school, there were like drink themed nights every single night. So it would be like, $2 drafts one night. And then the next night it would be, like $3 well drinks or whatever. And I remember the week of my 21st birthday was every single night. I did every single like drink special there was because I had different friends in different friend groups. So like one friend group was like, well, I want to take you out this day. And the other one was like, well, I want to take you out this day. Or I would go pretty consistently with the friend group that I always hung out with, but then I would see other people from like class or something else and they would see me out and they'd be like, oh my God, I have to buy you a drink. The whole first 2 weeks I was 21, I did not purchase one fucking glass of alcohol. It was absolutely insane. And of course, everyone offers it because it's super cheap. But it's like, where do you draw the line of like, okay, yeah, I can do this, or like, no, boo boo, like I'm good. I can't. And mind you, like where Brittany and I grew up, I never went to, the closest thing I went to a club was fucking Dance Ranch in freaking Worcester, where you do freaking line dancing and whatever. Like, yeah, you can have a couple drinks, but it's not really a club. So it was just crazy to me, like just looking around, seeing all these people dancing. I was just like, wow, I'm definitely I am seeing and reflecting on my age for sure.
Literally. Like, it's like, you go from like the dollar drafts to like the whatever, all those drink things. And now you're like, okay, so I have my therapy and my facial. And
Literally. Or not even like when you get like the $1 draft, it's like fucking butter Coors Light or something. Now you go somewhere and you're like, can I have a vodka tonic, lemon and lime on the side, freshly squeezed, bubbly water in my fucking drink? Like, we're so particular now about like what we want that it's just, it baffles me of like, we used to just be like, oh yeah, I'll drink whatever. And now it's like, oh no, can I have like this particular liquor that I like, or this particular glass of or bottle of wine that I like,
with half a lemon squeezed.
Right, exactly.
No carcass.
Like, I already sound like that bitch when I used to order drinks out like last year. I would be like, oh, I want a Tito's and soda with a lemon and a lime. And like if I only got a lemon, I would say to them, oh, could I have a lime too? Like I was already turning into that little fucking bee.
We love that. But yeah, literally going from like wanting to do something every weekend to like not wanting to do anything and not wanting to be in group chats and just wanting a small circle and not everyone to know who you are and where you're going to be. And
Yeah, honestly, like I can tell people that, you and I, Brittany, are always, when we're talking or texting, or sometimes we're like calling each other and talking about our weekends, we're like relieved when we don't have anything going on because we just like want our like alone time and like our time as like little hermits. So, I mean, we knew we were gonna like go big or, have a lot of fun on this trip. And then, of course, when I found out I lost my job, it was like more of an enticing thing to just be like, no, we need to go, we need to have fun, we need to party, whatever. But yeah, damn, I'm tired. Like, it literally took me till probably Tuesday or Wednesday to catch up on sleep fully. Like, I did not feel like a person. It was absolutely fucking crazy.
dude, I would honestly feel the same freaking way, like days to recover. Just
I can't.
days.
I can't. What else you got, Britt? Or what about those things that you like never thought you would do or like weren't important to you and now they are? And like
Reading.
yeah, right? Okay, perfect example. Okay, like I was never a reader and now like I love reading. I love just being like, all right, I got 2 or 3 hours tonight. Leave me alone. I'm gonna be in my corner. I'm gonna read my book.
I love it.
Yeah. Or like taking baths. Like I used to always say I think when I, aged out of baths, I don't know, probably like what, 8 or 9 or something. And then growing up into, you know, uh my younger self and then going to college, like in those years, even in my 20s, I was like, I'm never gonna take a bath. Like those are fucking so bad. Like it's just like a waste of time. I have too much going on. I have to like fill it up, then sit in it, and then blah blah blah. And now I'm like, oh my god, like let's put on a nice hot fucking bath. Let's lay in there for an hour. Let's read or listen to music or just like sometimes I'll just like meditate in there. It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
Feels
but
so
you have
good.
a good tub too.
Yeah, and that shit that like back then in our fucking 20s we would have been like, no, who needs a fucking tub? Who needs a bath? But
Right, you'd be like, let's get the biggest house where we can fit the big, like most people. Screw the
yep,
bathtub. We need to put people in there. Let's take it out.
for real. We need a big ass shower with like 4 fucking shower heads. Dude, I
Vibes.
can't. It's so crazy how stuff changes. Just honestly, just by like when we were going out and, my friend was giving me shit, I just kept saying, I'm like, I swear to God, wait until you turn 30. Like, just wait because you can still be fun and flirty and thriving and whatever, but like you just I don't know what it is. I feel like something in my mind just shifted and I instantly just was like, yeah, like I want to get some more sleep. And then you start sleeping more and then you're like, okay, this feels really good. And then you're like, all right, I'm going to like start doing this or I'm going to be more active or I'm going to like cut out these certain things. And your mindset just shifts. It's so funny and so like weird how that happens.
Yeah, but it does. I mean, and then you see people and they're like, oh, they still haven't grown out of that yet. All right, well,
I know.
we'll talk to them when we see them at the party at the mutual friend's house and just check in. But yikes, like they're not
Right?
on the same page as me.
Right? And it's also like that concept of, at least for me, a big like if we want to call it like a quarter life crisis is like you see other people doing fun stuff like that, like social media, like people are going to clubs or they're out or they're partying or they're, just doing fun activities and you're like, oh God, like I want to do that or like why aren't we doing that? And you're constantly judging yourself or like reevaluating yourself of like, should I be doing that? Like they're my age or they're only a couple years younger than me. Like, should I be doing more of what they're doing? If they're doing it, I should be doing it. And it's like that added pressure too of trying to be and act a certain way when in reality it's like just do you, boo boo. Like, whatever makes sense for you, whatever you want to do, just do it. But I know I'm constantly comparing of like, well, these always look like fun, so I'm gonna do it. But then I always regret it the next day because I am fucking tired of shit, or I feel like shit, or God knows what else.
Well, I low key want to go to the club now. Like, I want to shake my ass. I
Yeah.
want to shake my ass.
Well, and it's funny because Kevin was so about that. Like when we went, he was like,
I was
"No,
shocked when you said he went to bed.
Yeah.
I thought you would have been the one.
Yes, me too. I'm always the one who like goes to sleep or whatever." And I mean, granted, you know, minor disclaimer, he did have a little bit of a lower back injury. So he was kind of like nursing that and like was still kind of getting over it from a couple weeks before. But like when we got back, he just said to me, he's like, "You're really gonna go out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like I'm good. I'm gonna go out and we're gonna have fun and whatever." And he was just like, "Just be careful." Like it's just like you just have different conversations when you're in your 30s of like, all right, just like make sure. And like he, you know, I put on my location so he could like see where I was and make sure I was good. But like I was also with two other people. So like I was fine. But it's just so funny because I said the same thing when we were going to fly home. I said, you know, I thought for sure you were going to be the one who was going to want to be out and about and doing your thing and like shaking it. But he was just tired. He could not hold on long enough.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Shook it.
Crazy.
I want to go on that cruise and I want to shake my ass with you and Mercedes and Kevin and just
we should absolutely do that. They have so many good dance parties on cruises. There's so much fun stuff to do. And you walk 5 minutes down to your bed and that's it. It's not like you have to walk home or drive home or do anything of the sort.
Okay, perfect.
So you heard it here first. Mercedes, if you're listening, we be reaching out soon.
Yeah. We're going to contact you about your extended warranty.
Exactly.
On friendship.
Dead. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, also another like funny thing that I want to bring up just before we move on. As everybody knows, probably who listens to this podcast, Brittany and I like to say dead a lot, like I'm dead or whatever. And I say that to everybody when they say something funny or like whatever. So one of the friends that I have here, he's a little older than me. And, you know, he'll say funny stuff all the time and I'll say like, I'm dead, whatever. And the other day we were talking and he said something funny. So I was just like, oh my God, I'm dead. And he responded back to me and he said, well, geez, how many times are you going to keep resurrecting? Because you've died an awful lot, like with us talking. And I freaking died. Like it was so funny. Oh, there we go again. I was dead. But yeah, I was laughing so hard. I could not, because at first when I read it, I'm like, what is he talking about? Resurrected. And then I just bursted out laughing. I'm like, oh my God.
Jesus, baby.
I guess I say that way too fucking much.
You're Jesus. You resurrected.
That's fucking right, bitch. Not just once a year, every day, bitch.
Multiple times. Also, switch it up. I like to switch it up and say like, I'm deceased.
Yeah.
Just like sprinkle it in.
Or I need to just start saying vibes.
Oh, I
like
say that
you
a
do.
lot.
You do. But like maybe I should start saying that instead of dead.
And I don't realize I do it until you say it back to me. I'll be like, vibes. You're like, yeah, vibes. And I'm like, oops. Like you'll say something, you'll be like, and I went to the airport and the plane almost crashed. And I'll be like, vibes. And you're like,
yeah, I was literally like, yeah, vibes. Okay, like you want to be on the plane that's experienced turbulence with me? Okay, vibes.
I don't know how to say it. Like it's just like okay, yep, I'm listening.
I just love it because honestly, it's kind of like when you say it, it just reminds me of, or it makes me think like heard. Like I heard you. Like anytime I'm like, even if it's something serious or I'm just like venting to you, I'll go on this tangent for like 10 solid minutes and then I'll hear nothing and you'll just go, ugh, vibes. And I'm like, yeah, yo, I feel you, vibes for sure.
You're like, I just poured my heart and soul, and I'm looking for something else, and all you're giving me is vibes.
Vibes. But I'm usually like, all right, she heard that. Like she's on it. She knows what I'm saying. I see
Sorry.
it.
I'll try and be more aware.
Oh, I love it. Honestly, nothing wrong with it. Do you have anything else for quarter life crisis?
No.
All right. Well, with that being said, besties, it's time for the roast. Each week, we'll conduct a roast review where we pick a series, a movie, or a situation, maybe a guilty pleasure, and give you all our honest, unfiltered take. What's worth your time, what's not, and what had us yelling at the screen or yelling at each other. Shit. Let's get into it. Brittany, what's your roast this week?
Well, I did read a Frida McFadden book.
Was it good?
Yeah, The Perfect Son. It was really good.
So it's a good roast.
Yeah, that's a good roast.
Is it like a thriller? Is it like
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so all the Frida McFadden books, for those of you who don't read, are like thrillers, and she like has these twists and turns that you never ever see coming. You're like, I know who did it with this, with that, and then it comes out and you're like, okay, didn't see that one coming. Vibes.
Damn. Vibes. Can't wait to freaking read it. I'm still on the housemaid. I've been a little delayed because I've been on the applying for job grind, but I'm definitely gonna be, getting back into that as soon as I can. One roast that I have is freaking airplanes, man, and Mother Nature. Like, I so appreciate pilots, which I feel like now on every flight you go on, the pilot always comes on and says it's going to be a little bumpy, because I feel like they're just like trying to cover their ass. At least in the last 3 years, I feel like I have always been on every plane I go on. I always feel like the pilot comes on and says like, oh, there'll be a couple little bumps going up, or they say like, oh, it's beautiful skies, smooth sailing. It might be a little bumpy, but like you'll be fine. Because in my mind, I'm like, good, warn us. Like, I want to make sure. I used to be a very nervous flyer. Now I'm okay. Like, I feel like I'm just like, okay, I'm going to get on and I'm fine. I shit you not. Like, we get on this plane and the pilot is like, we're going to be experiencing some rough air. Like, there's, a few bumps were reported, so it's going to be a little bumpy going up. Just wanted people to be aware.
Pause.
But now I'm so used to, like, experience, or now I'm so used to hearing it that I'm just like, okay, like it's the typical, spiel that they give you. But no, it was, and mind you, okay, Kevin and I were very much like, it was clear skies in Chicago. There was not a cloud in sight.
Who did
it was
you fly?
Sunny. We flew Southwest.
Oh, I was gonna say, if it was Spirit, this is all adding up.
No. So it was like a bigger plane. Like, it wasn't like a little American Eagle or one of those like JetBlue small little planes that usually fly from Reagan to Logan. Like, it was a good sized plane, and I'm like, okay, it can't be that bad because it's a beautiful day out, clear skies, sun's out, whatever. It was horrible. Like, there were so many bumps to the point where twice my butt left my seat. That's how bad the turbulence was. And again, like I said, I'm not really a nervous flyer anymore, but I was taking deep breaths for the rest of that flight. And there was not, I swear to God, like, I think the last 15 minutes were the smoothest part of the ride. Other than that, it was bumpy the whole entire time. It was absolutely horrible. By the time we started descending, I was just like, get me the fuck off of this plane. Please land so I can get back. I can fucking kiss the ground and just thank the Lord above that I am fucking alive and well and fucking still capable of doing whatever I need to do, because, man, I was shitting my fucking pants. So my roast this week is fucking airlines, man. Or it's like I'm spending the whole time on the plane of just saying to myself, like, pull up, like, go above the air. Can we go below it? Or like, can we go around it? And, the pilot was very good when we were descending into Reagan. He came on and said, I apologize for the flight. Sometimes Mother Nature has other plans for us. And, it made it a more rough flight than we had anticipated or whatever. But like the bumps and stuff or whatever, that's one thing, okay? But the other thing is when you experience it and then there's people who start screaming. That to me makes it twice as more like I'm panicking because people are screaming, people are losing their shit.
Wait, were they like, there's a woman on the left wing shooting
right,
butter?
literally. No, it was literally like when we like went down, people were like, like screaming, and we were like, okay, like I need to, which I had one earbud in, but I was like, I'm about to put in both because I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. So that's my roast this week. Airlines, man. Just airlines and Mother Nature. Shit is unpredictable.
Hi, unpredictable Mother Nature. Snowed 2 inches this morning. I woke up, it was a freaking winter wonderland. I'm like, literally went to bed. It was nice. Woke up, I'm like, did I hibernate through the freaking summer? Are we back at the starting gate of winter?
Welcome to spring in New England.
Right, but I feel like by now, mid-April almost.
I know.
It's like 60s.
I know.
Throw me a freaking bone here, folks. Throw me a bone and fucking what the fuck?
Right. Come on, Mother Nature, get it together.
I'm sick of this bitch. Like, vote her out. Vote her out. Can we put someone else in? Please.
Someone who's gonna give us some warm weather up in New England.
Shit. Like, come on.
Vibes.
Honestly, thank you. Okay, anything else about our roasty?
No, that was my roast this week. I just really wanted to get out the fucking airline piece because, man, that was a roast and a half.
Yes. So up next week, guys, we are doing the joy of doing nothing, learning to rest without guilt. We've been taught to glorify being busy, but what if rest is just as productive? Music to my ears. In this episode, I'll talk about, when I say I mean we will talk about why slowing down isn't lazy, how to enjoy downtime without feeling guilty, and the importance of simply existing without always chasing the next thing.
Yeah, I cannot wait to talk about this topic. And as always, besties, if you have anything, any sort of quarter life crisis, anything that you want to talk to us about that you're remembering or, it's coming to mind while we're talking about it this week, write us, send us an email, talk to us on social media, send us some of those. Yeah, email. And we will be more than happy to, bring that up on the pod next week and we'll talk about it and we'll, either agree, disagree, or we'll just fucking straight up feel your pain because, man, let me tell you, getting old is hard, bitches.
Vibes.
With that being said, Brittany, close us out, bitch.
Okay, so yeah, send us all your stuff if you want to talk about this episode, next episode, what you do to relax and not feel guilty, send it in. And as always, in BesTeas we trust.
Bye.
Bye.